Hey gamers, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the future of gaming with the ultimate guide to the best gaming laptops of 2024. Trust me, you won't want to miss out on these power-packed beasts. Number 5. MSI GT77 Titan. If you're seeking for the most powerful gaming laptop, the MSI GT77 Titan 2024 currently outperforms the competition. It has the most up-to-date specifications, including a 13th generation Intel Core, i9-13980HX CPU, and an NVIDIA RTX 4080 12GB laptop GPU. During our rigorous testing, we discovered that it outperformed the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i in the majority of our GPU benchmarks. Its display has a crazy 4K resolution and a refresh rate of 144 Hz. And as we examined it, we discovered that PC games have never looked or moved better. The cherry on top is that this laptop has a mini DisplayPort output, and our testing show that the battery life is adequate for a gaming laptop at 4.5 hours. It charges quickly, which is another plus. We discovered several drawbacks though. The largest one is the sheer size of this giant, which weighs more than 7 pounds. This laptop will never leave your desk. It is the truest form of desktop replacement. And due to its size, it sounds like a jet engine. Cost is certainly an issue, but if money isn't a concern, you can't go wrong with a very powerful laptop. The MSI GT77 Titan 2023 is the first laptop I've used that includes NVIDIA's latest mobile RTX 4000 series GPUs and Intel's latest 13th generation Core i9-HX processor, and I can affirm that the buzz around this technology is well-deserved. If anything, the media hoopla cannot prepare you for how powerful this laptop is in fact, particularly the RTX 4090 mobile GPU. To begin, the GT77 Titan may be equipped with either an NVIDIA RTX 4080 or an NVIDIA RTX 4090 mobile with the Intel Core i9-13980HX. There are no options for a Core i7 or lower, which is obviously reserved for peasants. There will be no cutting corners with this laptop. Obviously, the specifications are the reason you're purchasing this gaming laptop. There is nothing particularly appealing about its design, which is the same traditional black. Number 4. Lenovo Legion Pro 7i. The Lenovo Legion Pro 7i is one of the most powerful gaming laptops we've ever tested, thanks to its RTX 4080 mobile GPU. When we tested it, it delivered amazing gaming performance, passing all of our graphics-based benchmark tests with flying colors and nearly matching our results for the Alienware Aurora R15 gaming PC. This level of power transfers into game performance, with titles such as Marvel's Spider-Man Remastered looking their best. Its display is an absolutely ridiculous 16-inch WQHD+, 240 Hz, 500 nits screen, so when we took it for a gaming test drive, we discovered that the refresh rate was butter smooth enough for expert gamers. The screen is incredibly bright with a high-definition resolution, and it also has an RGB lit keyboard and a good assortment of ports. The chassis is incredibly big and hefty, as befitting a desktop replacement laptop, and the battery life is awful at 2.5 hours. This laptop was designed solely for performance, with no regard for looks, yet the performance is worthwhile. As next-generation GPUs become available, many gaming laptops will be released this year that take advantage of the strong mobile cards. One of them is the Lenovo Legion Pro 7i, which comes with an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4080 GPU, a 13th generation Intel Core i9-13900KF processor, 32 GB DDR5 5600 mHz RAM, and a 1 TB SSD, 2280 PCI Gen 4 TLC storage. This is an incredible beast of a gaming laptop designed to be a desktop replacement due to its exceptionally high specifications and gaming prowess. Visually, this laptop is below average. It comes in black, the most often used color on the market, and is thick and hefty, as is typical of most desktop replacements. Because of the enormous screen size and thickness required to house the RTX 4080 inside, it is also somewhat heavy to transport. The cuteness of the chassis adds a sci-fi look to it, preventing it from being downright hideous. However, its build quality is quite good, not to mention environmentally friendly, with a metal chassis composed of 50% recycled aluminum on the bottom cover and 30% post-consumer recycled polymers on the top cover. There are plenty of interfaces, including 4 USB-A 3.2 ports, 1 USB-C port, 1 Thunderbolt 4 port, 1 HDMI 2.1, 1 RJ45 Ethernet, 1 power input, 1 electronic e-shutter switch, and 1 3.5mm audio jack. What sticks out most is the number of USB Type-A connectors on this laptop, which is becoming increasingly rare. And the sheer number 3, Razer Blade 14. The Razer Blade 14 is just stunning. A tiny, quiet, robust, and powerful gaming laptop that checks almost every box. Top-tier internal components are complemented by an extraordinarily bright and vivid screen, as well as the traditional machined metal chassis that has become synonymous with the Blade laptop line's look. What's even better is that despite its thin and light chassis, it delivers outstanding gaming performance on par with similarly spec'd but less portable gaming laptops. During our regular round of testing and benchmarking, it felt like its CPU and GPU functioned better together, outperforming rival laptops with games like Cyberpunk 2077 on high settings. Even at the highest settings, Marvel's Spider-Man maintained a frame rate of 75 FPS. Also, for a thin laptop, it has remarkable cooling. That is, while it did heat up during intense gaming sessions in our tests, there was no significant stuttering, freezing, or slowing down, indicating that you can use it as you would other laptops without becoming frustrated. You may be disappointed with the battery life, however. When used for productivity work, it usually lasts roughly 8 hours, despite its 10-hour rating. Unfortunately, that is reduced to at most half when you are gaming on it. This year's Razer Blade 14 refresh includes the latest specifications, including as the AMD Ryzen 9 7940HS CPU, which has a maximum clock speed of 5.2 GHz and 8 cores/16 threads, as well as the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4070 GPU. Despite holding such powerful and typically heavy components, it remains lightweight and slim, in contrast to considerably larger Number 2. Alienware M15R7. Last year, the Alienware M15R7 brought the now mid-range line of luxury laptops up to 2022 standards, and while current sales indicate that it will remain the go-to option for anyone looking for a performance punching machine in 2023, with Intel's 12th generation processors and NVIDIA's Ti GPUs at the helm, there's a lot of power available here. Design. It's worth mentioning that this machine was created solely for power. It's a stocky design, and a very heavy one at that. The charging brick alone practically covers the entire length of the keyboard. So no, this isn't going to be a gaming laptop you can simply put into a backpack, and those fans will scream. But if you're looking for an all-rounder that can compete with machines far more expensive than it, these are small sacrifices to make. Everything is as you would expect from an Alienware laptop, from the slim bezel design on the front to the 15 marks on the back, and of course the RGB strip that runs around the rear port area. The matte surface works hard to conceal a cheaper plastic chassis, but everything still seems sturdy, despite some noticeable flecks in the screen. Features. In terms of connection, the M15R7 does not disappoint. There's a wide range of ports here, so you're covered whether you're using USB-C or USB-A, Wi-Fi, or Ethernet. The keyboard also manages to impress, with a longer 1.8mm travel distance and a tactile feel, making it a very pleasurable set of keys for both gameplay and typing. Our test unit had a 360Hz FHD display, which proved very. Number 1. Asus ROG Strix Scar 16. The Asus ROG Strix Scar 16 has surpassed the Razer Blade 15, which is still shown below, as the best gaming laptop we've tested. This machine blasts through anything you throw at it without hitting the dizzying heights of other pricey RTX 40 series systems. That's because the Strix SCAR focuses its power where a PC gaming enthusiast wants it: cooling, CPU efficiency, and GPU power, all while providing a sharp set of RGB panels and a mini LED display fit for a next-generation chassis. Design. This is not a computer for the more subtle of us. While the RGB panel along the lower lip can be turned off, this is still very much a gaming laptop. The translucent design across the main deck wasn't our favorite addition. It adds to the gamer vibe while slightly cheapening the experience, but this is a matter of personal opinion. The lid features a huge ROG logo and engraved diagonal lines along the massive grille towards the back, distinguishing this RID from your typical workplace laptop. However, it's not an overtly flashy design, and turning off those LEDs maintains the vibe sleek. Features. We also have one of the greatest screens we've ever used on a gaming laptop. Asus has marketed its mini LED screens as Nebula HDR, and they sing. Between 1,024 dimming zones and 1,100 plus nits of peak brightness, colors are vibrant and balanced with a deep, rich contrast. When you combine Dolby Atmos and a great virtual surround system, you get a truly immersive experience. That is, of course, supported by a high-end set of configurable choices. The ROG Strix SCAR 16 can support up to an i9 13980HX CPU and an RTX 4090 GPU, which should satisfy anyone looking for a high-end machine. Performance. We tested an RTX 4080 setup with the Intel i9 13980HX processor that comes with both this and the 4090 configuration, and it scored. So guys, that concludes our list of top 5 best gaming laptops of 2024. All product links are provided in the description, which is regularly updated to reflect the lowest prices. Subscribe to our channel for more videos. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.